Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
On a SmackDown that saw a shocking turn of events, on a SmackDown that saw something unexpected, on a SmackDown that saw a debut of debuts, on a SmackDown that saw champions, last man standing. This SmackDown just about had it all, and then you can't forget about the females. You can't forget about the girls. You cannot forget about the retribution. Kevin Owens reveals neck surgery will take him out of WrestleMania, and we may never ever see Kevin Owens ever again. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions, because if it weren't for you, there would be no Seanzview. We keep you glued to your screens. Now, I want your thoughts, your comments, and it's about your interaction. It's about your sentiments. It's about what you want to see, read, hear, and know. The most insightful. Remember to become a channel member today. When you become a channel member, you help save and secure the future of this very channel. Now, what did you think about SmackDown? Did you think it was entertaining? Did you think it was innovative? Did you like the matches? Did you like the promos? Were you shocked? Were you stunned? What was your overall feelings of the blue brand of SmackDown tonight on the USA Network? Were you on the edge of your seats? Was there something unexpected? Was there something shocking? What was the match of the night? And again, people go by 5 stars. They do an A, B, C, D, or F grade. They do grade school. Here on Seanview, we rate it by what we go outside every day and we see it outside our window. We walk into it. We feel it. We sense it. We smell it. Was it SmackDown? Was it sunny? Was it cold? Was it frigid? Was it cloudy? Was it stormy? What was your review? What was your overall feelings about SmackDown tonight, the blue brand, on a night where you saw Kevin Owens go out there knowing now that he can't be touched, knowing now that he can't wrestle, knowing now that Kevin Owens cannot get physical, and then Randy Orton gets told, you don't have a match. You won't be competing at WrestleMania. You are null and void. You are exited out of WrestleMania along with Kevin Owens. Randy Orton would come down to the ring, and he would give one of the most unexpected RKOs in WWE history to SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis. And Nick Aldis would fail the RKO, and he would feel the Viper, the venomous Viper that he is. Because now Randy Orton with just under 2 weeks to go, doesn't have a match, doesn't have a plan, doesn't have a strategy because Kevin Owens has to go away with surgery. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. And it almost felt as if Kevin Owens was about to announce his retirement, as if Kevin Owens was going to be stepping away, that we may never ever see Kevin Owens again. Now, we all know that Kevin Owens has been rough and tough. But you know what? Some would say Kevin Owens had this coming because he almost ended the career of Randy Orton. What goes around comes around. He almost ended the career of Sami Zayn. He almost took out the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels on Saturday night's main event several months ago. And now Kevin Owens has to get surgery and he must miss WrestleMania. Obviously, that was the big news coming out of this blue brand edition of SmackDown. Now, we covered it earlier this morning. If YouTube didn't send out the video, that is why I let all of you know to please check out my channel hourly. Refresh my channel multiple times a day, morning, noon, and night, so you get the very best, the greatest from the brash and the brazen. Now, with this going down, with this happening, with Randy Orton hitting an RKO on the SmackDown GM, there has been a lot of rumors and speculation that with Randy Orton already out of WrestleMania because Kevin Owens needs surgery, and we don't know how long Kevin Owens is going to be gone. We don't know how long Kevin Owens is going to have to reset, if he ever comes back ever again. There is a big question mark on Kevin Owens' career at this stage of the game. It's a very sad thing, but now we're receiving word, now that Orton has defied the law, now that, Randy Orton has done something he wasn't supposed to do. He took an RKO and gave an RKO out of nowhere to the SmackDown general manager, and there could be some heavy repercussions for what Randy Orton has done. Now, there's speculation that Nick Aldis could come out of retirement to face Randy Orton at WrestleMania in a very unexpected twist. Now, I booked how I would have went about this. I booked how I would have booked this entire scenario with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton because the news broke this morning that Kevin Owens was injured. He wasn't 100%, and he probably wouldn't be able to wrestle at WrestleMania. That just goes to show you the calamity and the toll that wrestling ring takes on these people's bodies that go in that ring to entertain us night in and night out. And remember to become a channel member today. When you become a channel member, you help save and secure the future of this very show on YouTube.com. And what did you think about the debut of Rey Fenix? What did you think about Rey Fenix's aura, his vibe, his look, his entrance? Did you like Nick Aldis and what he presented tonight? And with Rey Fenix now, you're going to wonder, when is he going to team up? When is he going to be side by side with Penta? And what was your favorite moment? What was your top things that transpired on SmackDown tonight, viewers, fans, and subscribers? But that simply is not all. We saw one hell of a last man standing match. Braun Strowman one-on-one with Jacob Fatu, the number one contender to LA Knight's United States title at WrestleMania. The football, the stadium, no. The Super Bowl of WWE, ladies and gentlemen. We were wondering all day, and it must be something pretty bad. It must be something very terrible for Kevin Owens not to wrestle or not to compete, because we all know how tough Kevin Owens is. We all know what Kevin Owens brings to the table. But even Kevin Owens couldn't overcome this one. Now in from there, we also learned tonight that 3 new matches at WrestleMania will be going down. Not 1, not 2, but 3 new blockbuster matches will be going down at the Showcase of Immortals. In one of them, you will see Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre is now confirmed, and a women's tag team gauntlet match where the winners will receive a tag team championship match at WrestleMania 41. The climax. Charlotte Flair claimed Ludwig Kaiser is in her DMs during SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton says that Charlotte Flair is 0-3 in relationships. And I felt that finally, Tiffany Stratton got the better of the exchange with Charlotte Flair tonight. The boos were intensifying for Charlotte Flair on the Blue Brain tonight. Rey Fenix's WWE merchandise has dropped. Yes, already merchandise out for Rey Fenix. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that to celebrate his debut in the WWE. Rey Fenix has arrived. And Rey Fenix defeated Nathan Frazier, one half of the WWE NXT Tag Team Champions, but it was not an easy night. It was not an easy fight. He gave Rey Fenix a run for his money, did one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. Has nothing to be ashamed of, where he almost got his neck broken, speaking about broken necks. CM Punk says that he will tell Roman Reigns what the favor is to his face. We are going to learn all that and much more tonight on SmackDown, and what a favor it's going to be. Oh my God, it's going to lock horns. It is going to be epic. It's going to be off the chains. It's going to give you that resistance. Also, we are receiving word. The viewership for AEW Dynamite saw 594,000 viewers with a 0.16 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, which is down from last week's 663,000 viewers. The viewership for this week's NXT is in at 650,000 viewers with a 0.15 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic, which is down from last week's 741,000 viewers. More on Rusev returning to the WWE. The plan, what is going to go down, what is going to happen. Well, it would appear as if my cat just scared the holy hell out of me. My cat, damn near, scared the shit out of me right there, viewers. We are also receiving word right now, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, that will Randy Orton have an opponent? Well, if he's going to be fired, if he's going to be suspended, Randy Orton may not even make it to WrestleMania, sadly and unfortunately. But we don't want that to happen. We do not want that to go down, viewers. It was said that Kevin Owens, again, now this is what I'm talking about. I did talk about this morning. I did go over this. I did express this. But sometimes YouTube doesn't send out the video. That is why it's so crucial to refresh my channel, click that bell, and turn on all notifications so you're always in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, the most in-depth, the most descriptive in WWE. I actually brought the news to you first, but you wouldn't know it because of the YouTube algorithm. Ethan Page will compete for the TNA World title at Rebellion. That is being said and known online right now. Also, with Kevin Owens revealing that he will need neck surgery, we're also receiving word that Julia's WWE status has been cleared up with a return match at an NXT live show. The return of Julia to WWE once again. New number one contenders for the tag team titles crowned during the blue brand of SmackDown. New WWE teaser fuels return speculation for a former superstar with a dark past. Ladies and gentlemen, one would have to assume that's Aleister Black. Drew McIntyre sends a chilling warning to Damian Priest after a vicious assault for SmackDown, as Drew McIntyre is eyeless with just one eye. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Did you know, this is just coming up now, some of you may not know this, Vicky Guerrero was supposed to win the WWE Women's title until plans changed at the last minute. And we all know when Vince McMahon was in charge and Vince McMahon was running things and he was running the creative, there was many last-minute changes. There may still be that going on nowadays, but certainly not as much, you would have to assume. Dominic Mysterio roasts Rey Mysterio's masked look. He's ugly. That's why he wears it. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. Some 2 or 3 years later, these two men, father and son, are still at each other's throats. It just seems like this is never, ever gonna end. The heat is only getting hotter. False reports sparked NJPW internal investigation that put Michael Craven's job at risk for NJPW. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, that coming from the Wrestling Observer newsletter. That false report that went out by WON that sparked internal investigation, and NJPW, and this man certainly has never been the same again. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions. This is where it all happens. This is where it all brews for each and every one of you, because I believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. Because if it's not brash, it's never gonna last. Remember to sign up to become a channel member today. Hey, later.